New Year's in New Orleans! Who dat? We dat? All dat? Happy New Year! What's up, Patreon? Hey, Happy New Year's. Oops, let me turn. Had the light on my glasses on. Pretty cool glasses. You can turn on the light. This one broke, but it's because I stepped on it. Happy New Year, you guys. I'm gonna do some shout outs. I'm gonna go out on the porch and I'm gonna smoke my favorite cigar in the entire world. You can't get it anymore, but they're meant to be smoked. That's what it is. Listening to Going to California from the Big Easy bar in Houston, Texas. Shout out to Dapper Darren LaPon. Shout out to Jumpin' Johnny P. Shout out to Jammin' Jacob Carson. Shout out to Magnificent Micro Demo. Shout out to Super Califragilistic Expialidocious Shaw Dog. Shout out to Interesting Aver Silva. Shout out to Nasty Norbert Bonds. How about that one? Shout out to Awesome Andrew Sutherland, Super Stephanie Teese, Wonderful William Mark Thompson, Dangerous Dave Bassett, Super Sebastian Saldo, Rockin' Richard Armstrong, Crazy Curtis McLeod, Rambunctious Randy Haas, Deadly David Blackburn, Magnificent Matthew Smith, and beautiful Bob Leach. All right, I think we're back at where I got it. So there we go. Everybody should be equal. Let's go have a cigar and bring in the new year.
Happy early New Year, thank you.
Did you hear that? Say that again.
Happy early New Year, thank you. We love you.
Thank
Vester's jumping.
Vesta is jumping. I'll see you on the porch, guys. To Darren Lampon, thank you, brother Darren. Shout out to Johnny P. Shout out to Jacob Carson. Shout out to my man Micro Demo. What's happening, bro? Thank you. Increased his pledge. Thank you. Shaw Dog. Brother Shaw Dog. Shout out to Iver Silva. Shout out to Norbert Bonds. Shout out Norbert. Shout out Andrew Sutherland. Shout out to Sister Stephanie Teese. Johnny Bergen's girl, good to see you here. Thank you. Shout out to William Mark Thompson. Shout out to David Bassett. Shout out to Sebastian Sadlo. Let me make sure I got that right. Oh, Sadto. It's a weird T. It's a weird cross on a T. All right. Very generous pledge by Mr. Richard Armstrong. Thank you, sir. Shout out to Curtis McLeod. Shout out to Randy Haas. Shout out to David Blackburn. Shout out to Monster Matthew Smith. Shout out to Brother Bob Leash. Shout out to Wonderful William Nakama. Shout out to Terrific Tony Westlake. Shout out to Awesome Aaron Kazmar. Shout out Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. I'll just leave that one out. All right. Shout out to Magnificent Matt Hillman. Shout out to Super Scott Vronish Fallen. We've had, Scott, you've been here a minute. Oh, it's just a pledge change. Shout out to Marvelous Mitch Winkler. Shout out to Courageous Captain Bob Davies. Shout out to Perfect Peter Davis. Shout out to Amazing Amrik Nijar. Shout out to Jovial Jake Sullivan. Shout out to Dangerous Devil's Boxcar. Okay, I remember that one. That means that we're back at where the last shout outs went to. All right.
I got this cool thing, right? Check this out, right? In New Orleans, everybody has these, right? So you can change the colors. Everybody has this. There it is that one is gonna change constantly. Let's leave it on that, right? As long as the lighting's not perfect. So I'm smoking a Tatuaje Karloff. Just so you know, I would say this is close to my favorite cigar in the whole world, if not my favorite cigar. Long gone. (2022) What a year. Great year for me. Really great year for me. Patreon went up a lot this year. A lot more patrons. You guys have heard me talk about it a million times, about how it's changed the way that I can work. How I can pick and choose the places I want to play, which means that I get to play the better places. Because if you play the bad places, then the good places don't want you. So you guys in YouTube have provided me with the independence to be able to do that. That's one of the reasons I don't miss these Fridays. I just don't. I don't try to miss them. So what's coming? Well, let me talk a little bit more about 2022. So 2022 was a slow year for me. In the beginning of the year, I freaked out. I freaked out over that Omicron thing because all my gigs were getting canceled. I was getting off the plane. As soon as I got off the plane, 2, 3 out of 4 shows were canceled, right? So I was losing money. We had people fly home in the middle of the tour who weren't even sick, just scared. And so I just took a step back, guys, and I pulled back. One of the reasons I was able to do that is because of you and because of YouTube. So I didn't work. I didn't tour as much. I did a couple of tours. Spent a lot of time with Kate. Spent a lot of time focusing on my relationship with my higher power and helping others. It was a good year. I learned some tunes. I got on a Tyler Perry movie. That was pretty cool. I won the Blues Music Award. Best harmonica player. Won Blues Blast Music Award. Best harmonica player. Now I'm just bragging. You know what they say humility is? I got 2 definitions. They're both good. First one is doing the right thing when no one's looking. That might be integrity. It definitely has integrity to do that. The other one, the constructive use of the truth. The constructive use of the truth. For example, let me give you an example of not the constructive use of the truth. So we used to have, I was in this band and there was this bass player, and we would go into the store, at the convenience store, at like 2 a.m. And the woman or guy working the register would be like, "Hey, what are you guys doing tonight? He'd be like, hey, we're in a band. We travel all over the world. We just did a show with Emeril Lagasse. You know, the guy who goes, bam. Right? So, like, that was all true. But was it the constructive use of the truth, right? How are you guys doing? We're okay. Thank you for asking. What are you guys doing out this late? Oh, we're in a band. Yeah. Oh, really? Where are you guys from? Well, we're from New Orleans. You know, like, that's how it goes. Oh, you guys play all over the place? Yeah, play all over the place. We're blessed. Yeah, that's how it works, right? So Muhammad Ali said it's not fireworks everywhere. Best stairs freaking out. It's not bragging if you can do it. If you can do that. That's what Muhammad Ali said. So what's next year gonna look like? Well, I'll tell you what the plan is right now. I don't know if it's going to be every week. Might be every other week. But we're going to start doing some vlogging on YouTube. But it's not going to be as loose as it is here, right? But like some lifestyle stuff more. And I hope some tour videos, some videos from the road. Pretty nice burn. Didn't even light it good. And it's burning. Just went all the way up there. Look at that oily Habano wrapper. Very hard to tell. Tatuajes are sort of like Opus X's by Fuente. Very, very hard to tell from the subtle band. They don't spend a lot of money on bands. And, you know, one might be white, another one might be white, but there might be one tiny little difference. You really got to know. Pretty much you look at the shape, tells you a lot, too. I think that's what you call a Corona Gordo. Pete Wintercorn. Lynn Wintercorn's wife. If you're watching this, let me tell you, boy, I would love to give you one of these someday. That would be a pretty great day. So I was thinking about calling it Talkin' Blues. And it would sort of be like blues stories, but with less editing. And it wouldn't be necessarily about people, right? It could be about gigs and stuff. I mean, I could just make more blues stories. Here's what I'm trying to do. I'm thinking if I can make more videos for YouTube, that I can make more money on YouTube. If I can make more money on YouTube and Patreon, I can take less students, which means I can make more videos. The hard part is getting to the place where I'm making more money so I can make more videos. Do you know what I mean? I gotta make it like, I might have to be poor for 90 days or so. But I think I want to make more videos. Now, I'm not going to stop teaching, but I want to drop it down instead of like 5 students a day or 3 or 4 students a day to like 3 to 5 a week. That's what I would like to do. It's not really a New Year's resolution. It's just a goal I've been shooting for a while, and this marker of the new year is a good time to do that. I guess that makes it a New Year's resolution. How can you smoke cigars and play harmonica? You don't inhale. That's how. Still got a little bit of a cold though. I don't think it's affecting my taste buds. But it's New Year's Eve. I'm going to smoke the Karloff anyway. Don't look so great tonight. Kate's been down, so that was today. And let me tell you, I was truly, truly grateful to be able to be in a position where I could be of service. Now that might sound weird to you people, because you guys have always been helpful to other people. But I haven't always been that helpful to people. This is new for me. Even when I was sober before, I was really self-absorbed. I was consumed with this job, with this harmonica thing. Consumed. What I mean by that is that it defined me. It defined who I was as a person. Not the harmonica, not the business. Me letting it, like my value as a person, I determined by how well I was doing touring, making records, awards. I really don't do that anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's nice to win. And I still get jealous sometimes of other people, but my attitude now is that until I am truly happy for somebody that gets something, that maybe something I want, maybe even somebody that I think is less talented than me or hasn't been at it as long, until I'm truly happy for that person, I am not ready to receive that thing. That doesn't mean that I won't get it. What it means is that I won't be ready for it when I get it. And I like feeling ready. I feel ready. It's been a good year. If you've noticed some of the YouTube videos, I'm starting to talk a little bit more like about stuff. And I think I was inspired definitely by Lee Mack, but like it's my own thing. It's my own things. It's the stuff most of my students have heard all that stuff before. Wow, that red really went crazy. But yeah, with this talking blues thing, if I were to do that, I don't know if I could. I have to wait for the inspiration, right? So I don't know if I could make it every Monday or whatever it was. We'll see what happens. Cat getting scared of the fireworks. That's there. But like, it's funny, you get old, right? You get old. In my case, I got a little fat. I got older. I got some scars. Got some good scars. Look at this one, guys. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. Let's change the light here. I'll show you. This is on the subject. Let's see if you can see that. Look at that. Right there. See that? I got mad at myself. Took a box cutter, jammed it in there, went like that. I did that because I had tried everything in the world to make me happy. I had a nice body, 6-pack of abs. I had a hot boyfriend. I owned a house. I was much more successful in the music business than I am now. I was touring all over. Records were selling good. And I was missing something. And I knew what it was. And for me, just for only me, it's not about you. For me, I knew that thing was God. And I didn't want to Didn't want to give myself to that, you know, to that process. I think I knew that it was a process, and I knew that it was abstract and couldn't be real, right? But I had tried everything in the world, and I was out of things. Out of sex, out of drugs, out of booze, out of looking good, out of sounding good. But I hadn't tried that thing, you know, being able to be there for others. That's, maybe you can call it that. You don't have to call it God. Call it that. Call it that. That's part of it anyway. Just a part of it. It's a big part though. Not a little part, a big part. And that's why I did that. I got these other ones right here. That's a snake. That's Apep, the Destroyer. Jimmy is his other nickname. I quoted Aleister Crowley in that last video, and some people got upset. I'll tell you what, when you go looking for God, the devil's gonna find you. All right, so those of you people who got upset about Crowley, believe me, I've done my homework there. Look at that. You know, that 93. What is that about? Google it. Do your Googles. Yep. There's that old quote. Spirituality. The quote is, religion is for people who are afraid to go to hell. Spirituality is for people who've already been there. It's a big cliche. Right? But what did Leonard Cohen say? Only drowning men could see him. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I was a drowning man not too long ago. So what was 22? What was 21? What was 2020? What was 2019? As we say down south, butter on a biscuit, baby. Butter on a biscuit. Butter on a biscuit. The biscuits, y'all. Us. Love. Kindness, tolerance. That's it. You know, we don't have to know how to navigate life. Believe me, I don't know. These videos are not me telling you that even if I am almost 50 and fat and got scars, I don't know. But what I do know is that if I can remember, and it's hard to remember, if I can remember in the moment to navigate with love, kindness, and tolerance, patience doesn't hurt either. I'll be okay. I can make mistakes, but if I make mistakes out of that, we had some stuff with Kate's family. We had some stuff. And the stuff, it came out of love. Some problems came out of love, tolerance, and patience. Some stuff got real for some people. Luckily, for a change, I wasn't the source of the drama. But through being honest with people, I played a part in that drama. That's a part of that drama I was willing. Sometimes we have to be involved in drama. Drama is not always bad. Sometimes drama is drama. Dramatic. Things are actually dramatic. And in that video, the shuffle video, the swing and shuffle vamp video, when I was talking about going through hard times, with people. And, you know, I use the harmonica as an example, but I think all you guys are smart. You knew what I was talking about. It's talking about people, right? Harmonicas, it's true with harmonica. It's true with the business. It's true with whatever you do. Some of y'all are very, very good at your jobs, and this is a hobby, and you're here for that. You could make your own Patreon channel for selling car insurance, if there were people interested in that. And I'm sure there are. Probably way more than harmonica. But yeah, we went through some tough times, and hopefully, in the end, that's going to bring the family closer together. That's what it was about. That's what it was about. My man James Key got this drink, Malta India. Used to be able to get it in New Orleans. I got it up in Indiana. Glass bottle. Don't you agree? Things taste better out of glass. Well, it pairs very well with certain cigars. I like that bell sound. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Love y'all.